Rita, very good afternoon to you. Well, the weather could prove troublesome once again over the next few days. At the moment, it's quiet, but storm clouds are expected to brew over the course of the week and further heavy showers on the way. And there's been a lot of talk about flash floods, for example. We had some yesterday. This is what's happening right now. So this is an overview of the Atlantic. You can see a dive in the jet stream here. The jet stream is pushing weather systems in our direction, an area of low pressure. And in this setup, and we call it a setup, you often see cooler, not cold, but cooler, relatively speaking, air from the North Atlantic. And that's one of the ingredients we need for heavy showers this time of the year. You've got the strong sun above, coming from above, and then it heats up the land and then the showers form.
Good afternoon to you. Of course, the weather very much top of the news agenda with that flooding we saw yesterday in some isolated places from the torrential downpours.
Back to our top story now, and the capital was hit with 2 months' worth of rain yesterday afternoon in some parts. Well, Sally is back now to speak to us about the rest of the week. I know there are more pressing concerns, but what does this all mean for our summer?
Well, it's kind of strange when some places are absolutely fine, as they were yesterday, and other areas are inundated with rain. So first of all, my heart goes out to anyone who's been flooded. I really feel for you. I hope the clean-up is swift. In terms of our summer, so I was speaking to the Met Office earlier, and we're unsettled for the next couple of weeks, I'm afraid, probably on and off. Although because it's summer, if the temperatures are warm and you get a dry day, it's not that bad. Yeah. It's looking like at the moment, in the middle of August, we might see the return of that high pressure. So a bit unsettled for now. Stick with it, everyone, and hopefully things will start looking up. Here we go. Hello again. Well, we have said our farewells to high pressure. Low pressure is firmly back in charge. It's an unsettled week. We'll have some showers around at times and possibly still a few thunderstorms to come as well. The good news is that the rain has washed out the pollen levels, so moderate to low over the next few days. We've got grass pollen and weed pollen, and now those fungal spores are in peak season. I'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Will she bring some joy? That's the big question, isn't it? Well, you know, it's not all bad news for the coming days, but it's certainly nothing like we saw last week, of course, with high pressure and control of our weather, so settled, so really warm. Some people might prefer the temperatures we've got this week, but there are further showers to talk about in the next couple of days at the very least. But more of a breeze, which will push them through more quickly, certainly from Wednesday. Here's a little area of low pressure that we're just watching for the end of the week. Looks like it won't get us until Friday, and that's the current track. That might change. Bit of a breeze, but actually the white lines, the isobars, starting to space out, so it will feel more palatable from next weekend. These temperatures then a little bit below par for the time of year, and of course, as I say, sometimes you'll see showers on this outlook, sometimes it'll look dry, then cater for wet weather until the end of the weekend. Looks like next week could be a touch more settled, Victoria.
Well, let's hope so. Sarah, thanks very much indeed.
Hello there, good evening to you. It's hard to believe that last week we were sat in a heat wave. This week it's all changed. Temperatures will be cooler. We're going to see some heavy showers and turning windy through this week as well. That's because we've got low pressure in charge, a succession of weather fronts swinging in from the west, bringing us those heavy downpours, which at times will merge into some longer spells of rain. We've got weather warnings in place from the Met Office. The wet weather will give rise to some localised flooding and some travel disruption as well.